Yo, what's up, what's up? We got an unboxing video for the Nintendo Switch 2 as well as Mario Kart World for said Nintendo Switch 2. Before I do that though, I gotta give a massive shout out to Fat Boys Gaming and Nonsense. I won his giveaway, which is very lucky because I wasn't sure I was gonna get this for a couple reasons, but we're gonna shout him out in the description. Check him out, he's legit. With that said, let's get right into this. We're gonna quickly do this. I already cut a little bit off of the plastic, so we can just do this. Now, how do we feel about the cases for the games? I don't have one of the Switch next to me, but I don't know. When I saw it, I was like, ew, gross. But now that I have it in hand looking at it, I like it. Un mundo de carreras te espera. Let's see. I am going to show the inside though, because at least we get some art, you know. I wish it wasn't the red tint. Maybe they could have done better with that. I don't know. Whatever. Cartridge. Alright. Now, before I open this up, I was teasing at an earlier time that I'm going to rip this box apart and like destroy it or keep my Legos in it or something. Guys, I kept my Switch 1 box in pretty decent shape, okay? It still has like the books in there and everything. I guess we can look in there real quick. Boop. I don't know what this... Oh, this came from a shirt. I kept the tag because it's cool. Why not? What company is that? ThinkGeek, of course. The little straps for the drifty Joy-Cons, the paperwork. So I kept it, okay? I don't rip it apart. I don't have it displayed or anything, but I'm not going to throw it out. Boom. Alright. Let's get into this big boy right here. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. I believe there's a tab down here. And then it just opens up, right? Yeah. We got a hefty boy. Let's see. Plug it in. Okay, that's probably a good idea. Set it up. There's no option to play. There's no third step to play. They just want us to plug it in and set it up. Wow. Alright, let's see. Oh, wait, what? I didn't expect there to be some orange on here. Hold on. We got the screen. Oh, they're orange and blue Joy-Cons. Okay. I'm going to have to figure out all the buttons and stuff. I'm not buying that $10 quote-unquote game that tells you how to freaking activate your buttons and everything. We'll figure that out. We got blue and orange. Yo, shout out to Sonic and Tails. Nintendo really showing that they're Sega fans. I can feel the drift already. Is there anything else in here? There is cables, I would imagine. Bro, it's an unboxing. Open the box on the camera. That's the thing to hold the Joy-Cons. I'm assuming this is the dock over here, power cord. I'm just gonna take everything out and then we'll go through it and I'll move the box out of the way. Is that everything? That's everything. A book, we don't read, we'll figure it out, or I'll ask somebody, or look it up. Alright, we'll keep this in the background. Alright, the dock is, it feels much bigger than the Switch 1 dock. Ooh, interesting. I guess we gotta make sure we got all the connections. Is it the same as the, yep. Does this open? I don't want to break it on camera, that'd be funny. The HDMI goes in there. And then we have these, USB, okay. So it's pretty much the same as the one. Got a big ass power block. That goes with that. HDMI wire, I could always use more of these. Pretty sure my Switch is not going to be plugged in anywhere anymore. I'll just play all my games on this eventually. Now these are those straps that I hadn't used on the Switch one. I'm not even going to take them out. And then we have the Joy-Con holder, which I never really used mine on Switch one. If I was ever in handheld, or not handheld, but I was never using the Joy-Cons unless I was forced to, and I was just using them in my hand. And I'm going to be mostly playing in docked. When I do play in handheld, which is very rare, I have this holder, here's the Switch one, that my brother got me for a Christmas. And you just hold it like a controller. And it stands by itself with just the controller parts on the side. So I would just lay it on my bed and play like Watermelon Game when I'm passing out or something, or watch YouTube on it. Switch one, get out of here, your history. You're considered retro now. Let's check out this bad boy. Do a little size comparison to, I guess, the screen. Hey, it's me. It looks like I'm wearing my phone as my mask. I look like Bane. Gotham City will know its reckoning or something. I don't remember. What will break first, your body or your spirit? I think that's the line. I can't do Bane, okay? I couldn't even cover my mouth to make me sound like Bane. It's a little better. Anyway, let's see. Very nice. It is definitely a size up. I'm just checking out the Joy-Con, the power, the volume, power. Alright, so everything's pretty much in the same spot. I don't think we need that $10 game to tell us where to put stuff, you know? Alright, let's get these Joy-Cons in here. And then I'm going to jump right into updating and adding a couple games so we can play. The Joy-Cons feel good for now, but Nintendo has already warned us, like, hey, we used crap material again, but we'll replace them for free when they do drift. Do these just go in? Oh, we got some magnet action. Is that what I felt? Nintendo learned about magnets? Yo, game changer. Yeah, it's definitely a size up. I haven't gotten like any of the other Switches, just the launch one. So I can't tell if one of them had like the same size as this. You guys can let me know. Is it already charged? Let's see. Nintendo. Mario Kart shirt for later. Alright, I'm going to do all the setup just off camera, off stream, all that stuff. And we'll play in a little bit. Thank you again. Fat Boys Gaming and Nonsense. You're a legend for doing that giveaway. Guys, go check him out. Again, the link will be in the description. I won this in his giveaway, and it's still pretty insane to me. But let's set this up, and I will see you guys in a bit for 24 hours of streaming. Peace out.